to This From That. This is a new series that I've started where I take a Bella Grace magazine and I try to incorporate as many of the images right into my journaling as possible. So I'll show you before and after pictures of what the journaling looked like, hence This From That. So when we open this first week in June, you'll see that the picture is extremely dark. In fact, many of the pictures that I dealt with in the month of June were very dark. And what I keyed on this image was creative side. So let me show you how I incorporated that into my journaling. So you can see that I left the creative side right here, so you can see that. 6 ways to ignite your creative side. And what I ended up doing was putting 2 pockets, and what I was looking for an idea of how I wanted to incorporate it, and I went into one of my drawers, and I had these leftover file folder tabs. And so I thought what I could do was just number these for the 6 ways to ignite your creative side, and I would put 2 pockets, and the pockets came from when I was tuning my guitar. I had broken 2 strings, so I had these sitting on my desk and wanted to incorporate them, and that's how I came up with the idea. So what I did was just number these 1 through 6 and then wrote ideas that ignite my creative side. And I added some pictures on here, and I had a cutout of some arrows. You'll know that I like to use things that are on my desk. And so all of this was really just sitting on my desk, and I just incorporated them into this page. Now on this page, right in this area, there was a woman. It really didn't have much of anything that I could work with, and some text down here. And again, it was a very dark page, dark here and dark there. So I just brightened it up with some colors, cut out some borders. I had a picture here and did some journaling. And again, a picture to brighten this up and do some journaling. So this went from this to that. As you can see, this next spread was very dark, and it gave me just a little bit of white area to use. And so what I ended up doing is I liked what the wording was, and if you can't see it, it basically says here's some ways to stretch our minds and grab those trails of light. And I really wanted to keep a lot of that. So what I ended up doing was this, and I left a lot of the dark. I incorporated, again, just some borders and a little banner here, some Tisha Moore images, and just added white doodling wherever I could. And then I made a little quirky character where this woman was on the original. I just added one of my quirky character heads, and then just added the word make magic and did some journaling. So I didn't have to do a lot to this page, but it was so dark and I really didn't want to cover it up. I wanted to try and use those images. So I went from this to that. This next spread was super fun. It had a lot that I could work with. So as you can see, it says, grab the girls for a night in. Well, I didn't do that part of it. I just put night in with Jessie, and just put some washi tape and things like that on there. And then I just did some journaling here, right over where the words were. And these are just journaling and ideas that we had. And again, I had a butterfly and just some words, and just added some tape. And then over on the other side, I love this campfire. So what I did was take this image and put it on like her toe, like she was balancing it. And then I added a little quirky character there, did some doodling, the word love and a heart right on her ankle, like a tattoo. And then I have a quirky image here. And I don't know if you noticed this cat down here at the bottom, but I have a quirky image there. And then I just took this little sign that said fearless and made it look like it was a signpost. As you can see, it was just a regular piece of the fire ring. And this came together super fast and super easy. I really love this one because I was able to incorporate a lot of the page into my journaling. So it went from this to that. Now this last spread was all about using this page on the left to proclaim all of those not so guilty pleasures. And so I decided to just go ahead and incorporate that into my journaling. And on the right hand side there was just an image of this woman and a little bit of sparkle. So what I ended up doing was this, and I wrote all of those things, my guilty pleasures that I love, including this, which was talking about friendship. And then on this page I decided to make myself quirky, so I took a photo and added this body, which was a digital download, and just incorporated some of the wording in here because I really liked it. And I had this, which was leave a little sparkle wherever you go. And so I did my journaling, and I pulled some, just tore some pieces along there just to add some color. And I really liked the way this one turned out too. It was super fun. So it went from this to that. So that's it for the June flip. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I incorporated images and journaling into this magazine journal. And as I mentioned, there was quite a bit of darkness in these pages. So I did use two things that I thought I'd show you in a lot of my journaling, which is a white Sharpie paint pen, and this is a water-based, and then the Uniball Signo, and this is a broad. And I used these quite a bit to do a lot of the journaling and dots that you saw on many of the pages. Around here, all around here. And it really helps to help brighten up a page. So that's it for now. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.